Okay, yes, I'm here.
All right.
Yes.
So we're turn 2, slow turn 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I completely it seems like it's been forever, and it's only been like 1 week. You know,
Yeah.
I guess that was a big week.
It was a huge week, yes.
So I forget completely how far we got in turn 2. I know we at least got 1 and 2 done.
Yeah, we got 3 as well.
Did you 3? Okay.
So the question was we got the 4 or not.
Yeah.
I know we didn't get the 5.
Let's see, is that brief mode, not slow mode, right?
For some reason I remember, slow.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason I remember the crucified, but I can't tell you why. I mean,
Okay,
I don't have anything written down, but it might just mean that it was relatively easy.
yeah.
There's a mark at 9.
We can at least sing through.
Oh, you can sing 4 again.
Yeah, we can sing 4 through.
If it goes easily, I guess we'll know we did it.
Yeah.
If not,
I gotta figure out how to
then not.
close the door. Yeah. Hopefully you don't bother calling.
Sister's coming through. She's coming over here to grab me, so.
Okay.
My sister shows up after she'll probably talk to father first.
Okay.
I'll disappear.
Okay. So in verse number 4, Stichera number 4, let thine ears, just with the words, we'll see how it goes. Ne anes, let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. Nope, we didn't sing that. So the cation. Does that make sense to me?
Yeah.
That didn't sound at all. You said 4?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're on brief.
Oh, I thought we were on brief.
No,
We're on
it's-
slow.
We did both brief, and now we're picking up the slow again.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm slow. Just like.
That's the other in alignment with what we're doing.
Like
I
the
wouldn't
mode.
have you be any other way. You
yes.
know?
You're just special that way.
Yep. The verse number 4.
I'm modeling the mode for us.
The embodiment, you know.
I'm the embodiment of the mode.
The incarnation of the mode.
Finally, I'm something. That weirdo next door.
Yeah, exactly. Byzantine chant has found a place.
For you.
Let thine ears, in the incarnation of Byzantine chant, let thine ears be attentive. One more time. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. Be the crucified and buried, did the angel proclaim as master, and he said unto the women, come behold where the Lord lay. For as the Almighty, He is risen, as He said, wherefore we worship Thee, who alone art immortal, O life-giving Christ, have mercy on us. All right. I don't think we sang that.
Pretty sure we didn't.
Yep.
Or didn't do it really well anyway.
Yeah. Well, that answers the question. I'm satisfied. Okay. Is there anything in particular that you'd like to go through? Otherwise, we
Do
can
the whole
just.
thing again, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing again.
Okay. I gotta think if there's anything. There's nothing really specifically difficult. It's just everything kind of in its own right, little things.
This is soft chromatic.
Yeah, soft chromatic.
Is the mode generally, but it switches to
Hard chromatic.
hard. That's where we're.
You guys did okay with that. That wasn't
I
too.
didn't have a problem with that. I got crucified muffed up.
Okay,
I
we'll
don't
do
know
it.
why.
We'll do it all one more
Mhm.
time. Neones, just from the words. Vive the crucified and buried. Did the angel proclaim as Master? And he said unto the women, come behold where the Lord lay. For as the Almighty, He is risen, as He said, wherefore we worship Thee, who alone art immortal, O life-giving Christ, have mercy on us. Nice. I think that was better than last time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think for me it was the intervals that were messing me up.
Okay.
That's where I was going off. I'd expected what to me would sound like one step and it'd be a different
Okay.
interval and
Mhm.
that would throw me off. So.
Yeah. That being said, I thought the intervals were pretty good. It was like not exactly Western, so it's
Mhm.
you know, we're trying. I don't know how close we are, but move on. I think it sounded fine. I thought the scale change was fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go to number 5. Now the question is, one of these things is exactly like the other. Look at the beginning of Stichera number 5. And look at the beginning of Stichera number 4.
Insane. Oh, okay,
Be
we
thou
get to-
crucified, by thy cross thou didst, and it changes.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
you have to be a little bit different. But you could do abolish. You could have done that too. It's just a different pattern. So, let's do the note names on this one. So we have our characteristic scale change into hard chromatic. A little bit into diatonic there, but
Mhm.
nothing fancy.
Yeah, that's diatonic, right?
Mhm.
By thy or thy,
Yep.
right on thy.
Yeah, right on thy.
So, but that's diatonic on cat.
Yep. So the
Even though this is actually the.
Yep. So the becomes ka.
Oh, that's really kind of strange.
Yep.
I couldn't just leave it. It's
Nope.
like one.
Nope. You'll see why.
Okay.
I think you will. I can't guarantee that you will. I'm not gonna force you to see it, but Okay.
And there's that. Oh, then it switches back almost immediately to the hard chromatic.
Yeah, the hard chromatic.
So it's soft diatonic to hard
Mhm.
to.
Back to soft.
Oops, where's the rest of it? Oh, here it is.
Mhm.
And then it's back to soft.
Yep.
And then it stays there.
Yep. All the way to the end.
That's the tricky thing about seems like this mode.
Mhm.
There's a lot more scale changes.
Yeah,
than,
but they are predictable. You'll eventually. I don't think any of them. They don't always do creative things. Like they're there to word paint, but they're not creative. it's just.
Like, well, got a scale changer.
Yep. Yeah. It's like again.
What do we do?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Slap
So,
that in there quick.
Yeah, just find the next burial or Hades or something.
Yeah.
And where's number 5? And then we'll sing note names. Nay, if thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? For with thee there is forgiveness. Thee can ease us all, can thee, can thee, God, thee, can thee, gavu, God, thee, God, thee, God, can, zo, can thee, that's now thee as well.
Right.
God, thee, can thee, God, thee, gavu, pavu, pa. Thee, God, thee, can, zo, can thee, God, thee, zo, can thee, God, thee, can thee, gavu, gavu, kezo, thee, ni, zoni, zo, can thee, thee, God, thee, kezo, can thee, kezo, can thee, gavu, God, thee, can zo, can thee, thee.
Yeah. Can you buy thy burial again? That's just where the switches for everything.
Sure.
So it goes from your soft to.
Yeah, so we end on thee, then
Then
it'd
you
be
switch
God,
to K. Yeah, God K, and that goes into.
So that's kezo, nizo, can thee.
Then it
So that's
switches back
diatonic.
to.
No, then
No,
it
then
switches to hard chromatic.
Oh wait. It switches to hard from thou hast slain is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then we go da 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 da.
Oh, okay. I guess I reversed it for some reason. I thought it was hard and then it goes.
No, it's soft, diatonic, then hard.
Then it went to diatonic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you did the K. All right.
Yep. So let's go curse of the tree. So just from curse. Thee can thee gavu, God thee, God thee, God kezo nizo can thee, God thee, can thee, God thee, gavu, pavu, pa. Thee. And that's where we switch right back
We switch back to
to soft
Soft.
chromatic.
Right.
Because otherwise,
where it normally would be.
pa is thee, so pa ke, but
Right.
because that actually is now thee in soft chromatic, it's pa thee, which would confuse all sorts of people if they weren't actually looking at the music. Because it doesn't, that's not the correct interval for pa to thee. So, alright, words?
Sure.
From the verse. If thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? For with thee there is forgiveness. By thy cross thou didst burial. Thou hast slain the might of death, and by thine arising thou hast enlightened the race of man. Wherefore we cry out to thee, O benefactor Christ our God, glory be to thee. Cool. Any thoughts? You don't have to have thoughts. You can just be
Okay, thank
completely
you.
blank. You know.
Thank you.
She's in slow motion.
Yeah.
I'm slow mode. The environment is slow mode. And this is slow mode.
You're here. You're here. You're in the present moment, right?
Yes.
Into it slow. So I'm fine with that. Like we did it slow.
Yeah.
But for the sake of expediency, I'm fine with moving
Alright.
forward. So unless there's any real burgeoning desire to do again.
No.
Okay. And I apologize for the verse. As is obvious, I would have written it differently. O Lord, who shall stand? Whereas he read it, O Lord, who shall stand?
Yeah.
Which is not how I would have spoken that psalm verse. So, if I rewrite these.
You're doing nothing at 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah,
so we're gonna do
exactly.
it again, okay?
Yeah, there's stuff in the pipeline before this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that's what he's doing up until 2 a.m. Then at 2 a.m. he has nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finishes
Then I
the
gotta-
antiphon.
Then you either go to sleep or like do this. Right?
Yeah, we'll see
Yes.
what we'll see what I decide. So the next one, let's do with the words. Third line, Hades tremble. Second line, diatonic scale on beholding. Then we switch over to gatekeepers of Hades trembled. This is a fun one because it really personifies all these things that don't have any personhood, which is what a lot of the Byzantine hymns do. They personify the gates, they personify Hades, they personify the rock that held the sepulchre closed, you know. Some of the hymns actually say, "Oh rock, what are you doing? Don't you know who you're trying to hold back?" And then the rock's like, "I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. They rolled me." And then he rolled away of his own accord. Literally.
Sing that one.
Yeah, that one's in Mattin's fourth tone. We didn't
Is
get
it?
this. Yeah, I believe it's Mattin's fourth tone. It's kind of funny because he's like, I rolled away myself. Like I didn't want to be responsible for keeping him in there. Then we switch back to soft chromatic. And then hard chromatic again,
Yeah.
soft chromatic again, and then we finish soft chromatic as is the only way to finish. So sometimes there are some hymns, I think I've seen it before, where a hymn actually will finish in, let's say it's soft chromatic tone 2, and it finishes in hard chromatic, and the final note you see the little soft chromatic symbol because it can't finish in the wrong scale, so they put it on the final note, and it's like really. I mean, it's necessary from a theoretical standpoint. to
Legally
be there.
better obligation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on
So.
soft chromatic.
Yeah. So for the namesake, and then we'll sing right through it. But the previous page, verse number 6. Wait, yeah, verse number 6.
Yes, it starts on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. For thy name's sake have I patiently waited for thee, O Lord. My soul hath waited patiently for thy word. My soul hath hoped in the Lord. Out of fear thy gates of death opened unto thee, O Lord, and on beholding thee, thy gates brazen gates, and its break the iron bars. And thou didst lead us out of darkness and the shadow of death, and didst break our bonds asunder. Nice.
That was kind of an interesting one.
Yeah.
Interesting ending.
Any I thought that went very nicely.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, of all the ones
smoothly
thus far,
enough
this
that
is-
maybe we can take a little bit, again, a little bit quicker.
Faster?
Yeah.
Um
Something. What did I mess up? I messed up something.
and there's a wonderful
Oh, the
sermon.
iron bars. I'm
Scale
thinking I
changes.
said iron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just one syllable. I've done this before where I said iron because I didn't. I
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
Oh,
The what part? Oh.
Iron. And as
yeah.
you're singing it, you're like, oh, what did I just do?
It's too late. It's
Yeah.
out there.
Yes.
It's like as you're saying something stupid, you're like, stop saying it, and you just keep
It's like an
saying
email.
it.
We can pull it back.
Yeah. There's a wonderful sermon by Saint Epiphanius. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but he personifies this whole thing of Christ going down to Hades, that they have no idea who he is, and it's this whole when the priest is knocking on the
Yeah.
door, he's saying, lift up your gates.
Mhm.
What's going on at these three different lift up your gates, or you princes, and they respond back. Lift up your gates, or you princes, and then they respond back. And it's back and forth, and it's essentially taking this Stichera and expanding it out and saying, okay, now Christ is there with like all the angels behind him, and he's really breaking down, and he's taking us as like on his shoulders, and he's like, run, I don't know, it's a very
Run.
it was like like they're stealing the prisoners away, and it's kind of like these are ours, go, take them out. So almost like a Navy SWAT team, Navy SEALs or something like
Yeah.
that, going in and like sneaking in, and no one knows what's going on. All the demons are like lazy and like are like, what's happening?
It's like Stalag 13. I can hear the little theme song.
I don't
You're
know.
not familiar with that one,
No,
huh?
no.
I know Stalag 13.
Thank you. I was hoping you would know that. It's just about, they took the movie Stalag 17 and they made it into a comedic TV series
And
about,
subtracted 4 from the number.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
just because Stalag 13,
Okay.
and all
Yeah.
that. And they just basically about these incompetent Nazis who are running this prisoner of
Ah.
war camp and how they
oh,
just
it's Hogan's
pull them.
Heroes. Something
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
that's it.
That was it. Hogan's Heroes.
Yes,
You
Hogan's-
might remember
Hogan's-
that.
I do remember Hogan's Heroes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was
That's what
based-
you
And reruns. Sure.
Okay.
That was a
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah,
reruns.
reruns. It was on one of the
Wicked
special
Nightmare,
channels.
I
Yeah,
don't know where
yeah.
from.
Oh, God.
With
Yeah.
I
As some,
remember Hogan's
Werner
Heroes.
Klemperer, the son of Otto, was playing the
Yes.
clunky colonel,
Mhm.
and he was disowned by his father.
I'll bet he was.
Oh,
He was,
yeah.
he was. I was told that.
Yep.
Oh, really?
My
Otto
family.
disowned him. You know.
Wow.
My God, thank God I can imagine. My son.
But imagine what you will with this thing. Oh, maybe at some point I have it scanned and I can send it out. It's a long sermon, a very long sermon, but it's very nice. It goes fast. So stick here number 6, just with the words faster. Name out of fear the gates of death opened unto thee, O Lord, and on beholding thee, the gatekeepers of Hades trembled, for thou didst crush the brazen gates, and didst break the iron bars, and thou didst lead us out of darkness and the shadow of death, and didst break our bonds asunder. was probably the fastest that I would ever take it.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. Otherwise, it pushes too much. That one, if you're in if you're in a tight acoustic space with everyone's on the same page and you can do it pretty much like we were just doing it, then you can, so long as it's all together,
Yeah.
you can push it maybe that fast. So, but on a Saturday, I probably wouldn't take it. We probably wouldn't be singing these anyway. These would
Right.
take too long.
Right.
Unless I have no idea if this would be acceptable to sing these. I don't know if people. I don't want people to revolt against Vespers. Not that we have. I mean, it's not like we have a
50 people
deluge
show-
of
yeah.
people coming to Vespers, but
Well, there's more people coming.
it's
than-
respectable.
More,
Yeah.
there's more people coming than like when I started out in
Yeah.
Vespers.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Mhm.
From the morning watch, let's see. What are your thoughts? Words or I'll leave it up to you guys. Words or note names?
What are these strange things?
Yeah, it's the usual.
Is it the same?
This one. Yeah.
Diatonic, the hard chromatic, the soft chromatic.
Yep.
Okay, gotta get that in there.
Yep.
But just
When when it's only like come ye, then you just want like, why did you
Oh, because
time so there's like a
yeah.
It has
Wait,
something
just
to do
because
with the
it
text.
wouldn't sound right.
Or is it the text that determines? Doesn't it usually whether you go to hard chromatic?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess come y'all might be like this nice invitation. I don't know. I may be just reading into that. Let us fall prostrate. Let us fall prostrate. You gotta go. You gotta go down to knee though. You gotta go hard chromatic.
Because there's falling.
Yep. Yeah.
sure that makes sense, but
The at some point we'll look at the Eulogitaria for matins, and there's an interesting thing that some of the Greek things do for proskinumen, which is let us fall down and worship. And in English it doesn't always come out because we always say let us worship Christ, but they do some fun things sometimes. So verse number 7, what do you want to do? Words or note names?
words, I guess.
All right, everyone in agreement? I assume.
I assume Trisha will be.
Yeah.
I'm in the moment.
All right, words. From the morning watch and straight through, and then we'll move on. Maybe even finish the Stichera. So, from the morning watch until night, from the morning watch, let Israel hope in the Lord. How fast do you want to do it?
Not that fast.
Okay.
I don't know.
But slow or a tempo, like a medium, like we can do it slow. I don't mind, but I'm just curious if you would want to try it on a faster side.
We can try it on a faster side. I mean,
You can say no. Also.
of course.
Yeah.
You're holding up this challenge. I mean, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, do other people take the challenge?
Sure.
How fast should it be? Is it slow?
I mean,
Stichera? Like the last one?
Well, that was last one I was pushing it just a little bit, but yeah, chanting the hymn of salvation, that type of.
Okay. Oh,
Or we can pull
we
it
can
a
do that.
little
We can do that first.
Yeah.
We can do that first line down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Yeah, fine.
Let's do it. All right.
Give it-
Whatever. No, I think.
Do your
as fast
worst.
as it should be.
Chanting the hymn of salvation with our mouths, let us sing. Come ye all, let us fall prostrate in the house of the Lord, saying, Thou who wast crucified upon the tree, and didst arise from the dead, and art in the bosom of the Father, be gracious unto our thoughts?
Yeah, there was.
I think Kami we could do one more time.
Yeah.
And was there anything else?
I don't know. It's a rhythm thing, maybe. A fellow. House of the Lord of Apollo.
Oh yeah. That was the other thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Iparui with
In the
Gorgon.
house of the Lord.
God.
I'm in slow mode.
It changed from slow mode
I was
though.
gonna say that didn't sound slow to me.
Well, that was one of those
I saw
dichromatic.
I think it's like a
I was
rabbit.
changing to hard chromatic.
She
guys.
just changed scales. She just changed scales.
It's
I
a
changed
mouse or
scales.
something.
Come on, finally I'm changing scales, Jeff. Okay.
It was
I
seamless.
think that's
It
a
was-
yet undiscovered tone.
Yes. You're just jealous because I can get really high.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, carry
Alright.
on. I'm out of here.
All right.
Yeah, how about
You have been dismissed.
Thank you,
the
sir.
House of the Lord saying?
Oh my God,
Oh no, yeah, all the way to that end of that. Just there's
In the wait, what was the?
come ye all, let us fall prostrate in the house of the Lord, saying, Thou who was crucified upon the tree.
Okay, that entire
Oh.
thing.
I think let's just do
We
that.
should maybe start from the beginning.
Oh, we can do
Do
well, do
everything.
that too if you want.
Okay, sure.
What the heck?
Nay, chanting the hymn of salvation
With our mouths let us sing.
Come ye all, let us fall prostrate in the house of the.
That's where. Because I didn't know where to start. How?
Oh wait, did I do that wrong? In the house of the. No, I am right. Wait.
Yeah.
The oh, he's missing a note.
Something's wrong. There.
Yeah, he's missing a note. There should be another apostrophe. I'm putting it in there naturally because it should be there. There should be an apostrophe after the iparoi, right before
Oh.
of. In the
Really?
house of the Lord.
Yeah.
Either that or in the house of no. There's an apostrophe right before of.
Okay.
That's a thing. And if you look at the previous hymns when we've had that, I gotta find which one it is. Oh yeah. If you look at
No, but that's an E song after the apostrophe, so that da 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 da. Right.
Yep. Yeah. So
That's, okay.
if you look at, let's say, like Stichera number 5 on it, that one has it. Thou hast enlightened on the second page of Stichera number 5.
I see. Okay.
Thou
Yeah.
hast enlightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's a thing. So
typo.
yeah. Like, could you call that a typo? It's just like he just didn't type it at all. I guess it's still a typo. Yeah.
I type less.
Yeah.
It's a typeless.
It's a missing.
It's a missing type.
Missing type. Yeah. So yeah, that's a mistake. Okay. Let's just do in the house, I guess. In the house of the Lord, saying, Thou who wast crucified upon the tree. Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Do you want to do the verses?
Nah. Those are always.
Yeah. We never. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Let's move on to the glories.
Oh, yes, the ultimate melodies in the
Yep.
the old. Yeah.
Yes.
Slow.
The slow one.
All right.
So, we'll just do these with the words. We'll see how they
Yeah.
go. The first two should be easy. So.
Glory
to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, both now sung them at Vespers anyway, so.
Yeah.
Alternate melody. Let's sing it. Glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Cool. And that's if we're ever singing that during Vespers and we get the Amen, everyone together, it's a wonderful thing. It's I don't know what it is, but the man,
I guess it would sound. Yeah.
it's super exciting. I have no idea why, but at least for me. Okay. Any questions on that one? I thought it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
All right. The old, slow, Stichera melodies.
Hang on here.
Why are they called old?
Oh, because they
pre-existed the 18th century rewriting of the.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
this is
they're
from the old notation.
Holdovers, okay.
The old notation that's been, at some point, somebody during that
Somebody
lineage,
reformed
they
it, yeah.
wrote it out in the new notation. So
Right.
it would look different. It would look a lot more compressed if it was the old notation, according to some scholars. Which is debated.
What did they do? Rewrite what?
So there was the
They
older
adopted it.
notation,
Okay.
and when it was reformed in the 1800s to make it simpler,
Mhm.
then a lot of the oral tradition things were simplified or written out by hand. So this would be from the older melodies, which are a lot more melismatic oftentimes, but
Uh-huh.
also written in the old notation. And so then this would have been probably a much more compressed, if it was written in that way. And then somebody during that transitionary period said, hey, we should write this out in the new notation, so they wrote it out. So we at least have a lineage of
Mhm.
certain things, which is where sometimes if you have a scholar, they look at certain transcriptions. It's like, oh, this is probably the transcription of that. Let's interpolate from that and look at other hymns and try and figure out how this all works. Because I don't think anyone, some people would say that they know how to read the old notation, but it gets kind of iffy.
I don't think you see it very much, do you?
Only in manuscripts in the 15th
I know
century.
people reproduce them
Mhm.
on textbooks.
Capella Romana does a lot of that.
But nobody reads from it, do they?
Ioannis
Maybe
Arvanikis, he's a professor in Greece, and he
He can
reads
read
it. He writes in it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I have an English Trubic hymn written by him that he wrote it in the old notation. And he posted it somewhere, and someone said, "Can you please write this in the new notation?" And then he posted another one. And it's like 4 pages. Like the old notation is 1 page for the Trubic hymn.
Really?
The new notation is 4,
Oh, that's interesting.
or something like that. I have it on my computer. It's interesting to look at to compare.
Oh,
So, Nes glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit.
I had to make it through either.
I didn't get the holy.
Let me just count real quick.
I don't
1,
know.
2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so I did. It's like I didn't hold something long enough. Okay, holy. So the just to let you know, it's holy, and I was just jumping, adding these in there. So let's just do from holy.
I see. You have to,
Yeah.
let me-
And I'll
It's
read
got-
it at face
however,
value.
hmm?
I'll read it at face value, just rhythms. So, from Holy. Holy Spirit.
So how many beats? The other one gets one.
That one gets
two.
4. Cause that's a 3 argon.
Oh, so it gets 1.
So what gets 4?
2, 3.
The
Oh, it's
Polygon. Yeah.
reversed.
It's
Okay,
reversed.
I was.
That's why we're
the one I
holding it,
was
so
candy.
But I was
Yeah.
wondering how long to count it. You did 3?
4. 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I initially the last time I did it wrong, I did 3. I gotta memorize which one is which. But yeah, that was 4.
Okay.
So, spear 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2. Does that make sense? Okay.
So the opposed to the post gets 4.
No, the Oligon gets 4. Apostrophes gets a Gorgon. So the Apostrophes and the Candimata get a Gorgon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both 1/2. And then the Oligon gets 4.
Gets 4.
Mm-hmm. So does that make sense?
I don't know. I haven't seen this. It's like
Yeah.
the first time I think I've seen this in like.
A long while.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to write it out at all? or-
Yeah. Would you have that?
Yeah. Just get my marker. Okay. So what we have is right. So this is erase that one down there. I think that's kind of confusing. This makes it look like an apostrophe.
So the note, I mean, basically the note that's on and the preceding note each get a half.
Yeah, so the Candimata and the one before it always get half. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then the note following it, I mean, which is basically what that is,
Mm-hmm.
gets 3 added to it.
Yep, 3 added to it. Because this one is that one's 2. This one's 3 beats total. So this one
okay.
gets 1 beat added, 2 beats added. This one gets 3 beats added. So this is 2 beats total, 3 beats total, 4 beats total.
Okay. And what's this called?
That's the 3 argon.
3 argon.
Yeah.
I've seen the argon often enough, but
Yeah, the
I'm starting to
argon.
get familiar with that, but I haven't ever seen
No.
this actually in something we've sung, I don't think. Okay. And
Yeah.
it's 3 gorgon below, so.
Yeah.
So now I see that
Yeah.
it's like playing that way.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Alright, the glory again? Or
Yeah. One more
Okay.
time.
Name glory to the Father and to the Son and to the Holy Spirit. Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very together. And at some point, yeah, the breathing gets kind of funny in there, where you're like, "We're in spirit. Can I breathe?" Both now. Do you want to look at it real quick? Since there's a bunch of rhythm right in a row, with on ever.
No, it's another one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Gorgon now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like okay, maybe. All right, yeah.
All right.
Oh, and then it ends in an article. Okay.
All right. Right. One second, I'm just checking one thing. Argon. Oh, it's a D-argon, not a tree argon.
What?
That's
called
that's
the
symbol,
argon.
D-argon.
What's this called?
So you got argon,
Argon.
3-emi-argon.
What is it?
3-emi-argon.
3-emi-argon?
Tree-emi-argon.
Where's that?
And then a D-argon.
Wait, where's the? Do we have one of those?
No.
No. But
Oh.
it was just he had them all up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Argon, D-argon. Or sorry, argon, 3-emi-argon, and then D-argon.
Okay.
Yeah. I just checked because I was like, I don't think I'm right. So. Okay, now or never. Name, both now and ever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only like the first phrase and the last phrase. The middle is easy.
Right.
The last phrase was hard.
So let's just do the last phrase, amen, one more
Amen.
time. So, amen. Sorry, my fault. I wanted to do something, but I didn't do it. Amen. Yeah. One more time.
Yep.
Amen. Yep. Cool.
Right.
All right, and that's where we will end for tonight.
Right.
And then we'll do the dogmatic theotikian and maybe finish out the apostica next week. I think that's been our trend. Is
Yeah.
once we get to the dogmatic, then
Yeah,
we
it
just
goes through
breeze through the apostica.
This is hard.